great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, there is so much excitement here at Oklahoma State. They had great success, reached many highs under Mike Gundy, but they have turned the page, and they have got a new, young, exciting coach in Eric Morris, who has proven himself in Texas football in North Texas. They want to see if he can revamp this once-proud Cowboy program. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mountaineers offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws. And
snags it, and he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Easy, easy, easy. Blue 42, Thunder. Blue 42, Thunder.
Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option, he'll pitch it. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They go play action with Hawkins. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. Both these teams love to keep it on the ground, and they have guys who can carry the load.
There was a lot of movement this offseason in the transfer portal, especially at the running back position. Some new faces and new places. We got two of the best ones in the country, guys, in this game right now, going head-to-head. Both very physical, both very fast. Both guys can catch the football. How is each offense, David, going to use their respective guy to get this W?
That's exactly what I'm excited to see, man. New systems, like new fits. How does it work? What are you comfortable running? Can they get them in space? Like, how does each of these great running backs in a great showdown really adapt to their new team? Looking forward to finding out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete, left side, Coleman. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Coleman's got it on the right side. There he goes. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cowboys have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your 1st sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great...
There he goes! Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Let's it fly. He's open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game done.
There's a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So first down here as they go back to work. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Michael Hawkins unleashes one. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the counter play. He's there to make the stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for space. It's Francis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there. They are set up at the 14. The Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Hawkins. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. To the air, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Has it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You just cannot coach that type of athleticism. That was an incredible one-handed grab. You could practice that over and over and over and not come down with that one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial.
Makes a grab and room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Nice move, creates some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brake. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Cook. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. West Virginia uses a timeout, it's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the option. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, we're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Francis. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Texas A&M coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Morgantown. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the the sideline, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys?
Okay, Holly. He's in open space downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Running through contact. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here.
Black 14! Black 14!
Pulls it on the option. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the catch. It's set. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hawkins. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. So So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The option, the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Francis. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Maybe a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Michael Hawkins. Fires quickly. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Oh, I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. You know, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
Throwing, Hawkins. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got the first down. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go play action with Hawkins. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On the move, it's Francis. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. There he goes. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hammond. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to...
Makes the grab in their space. And he scores! Touchdown, Cowboys! He'll try to tack on one more.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The keeper on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Hawkins. Got his man out of the backfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Cowboys are in the hurry up.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations.